All right, let's cut the fluff. Jimmy Fallon, America's late-night golden retriever, just did something that set social media on fire. He invited two very different kinds of guests onto The Tonight Show in one night. The Jonas Brothers. Those wholesome pop heartthrobs who've been singing about teenage love for what feels like 40 years. And Greg Gutfeld, Fox News' sharp-tongued late-night host, who is as loved by one side of the political spectrum as he is loathed by the other. And no, Jimmy didn't grill Gutfeld on politics, foreign policy, or his most controversial takes. Instead, he did what Jimmy Fallon does best. Polite chit-chat, a lot of smiling, maybe a game if there's time. That was enough to make some people furious and others cheer. Because in 2025, just being nice to someone controversial is apparently a controversial act in itself. Greg Gutfeld, host of Gutfeld, on Fox News, political zingers, late-night satire, and a huge fan base on the right. If you like him, he's witty and unfiltered. If you don't, well, you probably stopped listening at Fox News. The Jonas Brothers, Kevin, Joe, Nick. Former Disney darlings turned adult pop rockers. They're the band you listened to in middle school while you stared out the bus window, imagining your fake love life. They've sold millions of albums, starred in their own sitcom, broken up, gotten back together, and now tour the world performing for fans who still know every word to Burnin' Up. Putting these two acts on the same episode is like serving champagne with a side of hot wings. Bold choice. Not everyone's gonna love it, but you will talk about it. And talk about it they did. The internet split in half faster than a reality TV couple. On one side, wow, Fallon is branching out, bringing in different voices, love it. On the other, why is Jimmy Fallon giving a soft platform to someone like Gutfeld? And here's the kicker. This episode pulled in Fallon's biggest audience since 2023. That's nearly 2 years of people saying late night is dead, suddenly proven wrong for one night. On YouTube, the Gutfeld clip racked up nearly 1 million views, way more than the Jonas Brothers segment, which honestly is shocking because the Jonas Brothers have the ability to make a 35-year-old mom scream like it's 2009. And just when this episode's hype was about to cool down, boom, Donald Trump stepped in with a little gasoline. Donald Trump, never one to miss an opportunity to throw shade, called Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel no talent, and predicted they'd be next to get the boot after Stephen Colbert's recent show cancellation. Now, Trump's beef with late-night hosts isn't new. Fallon famously got roasted back in 2016 for messing up Trump's hair on The Tonight Show, instead of asking him tough questions. Since then, Fallon's been something of a political Rorschach test. People see in him whatever they want to criticize. For those of you who only know Jimmy Fallon from viral clips or awkward award show cameos, here's the speed run bio. Started on Saturday Night Live in 1998. Known for breaking character mid-sketch and giggling uncontrollably. Basically, the human embodiment of try not to laugh. Took over late night with Jimmy Fallon in 2009, invented games like Lip Sync Battle and Wheel of Musical Impressions. In 2014, became host of The Tonight Show, bringing the roots as his house band and making late night more like an internet variety show. His brand? Keep it light, keep it funny, and for the love of God, avoid politics like it's a parking ticket you can't pay. This latest controversy just proves the Fallon formula is alive and well. Step 1, book a big guest. Step 2, smile and laugh with them no matter who they are. Step 3, play a silly game or do a sketch. Step 4, go viral, whether it's for being hilarious, charming, or apparently too nice. Jimmy doesn't roast people. He doesn't gotcha interview them. If his show were a dish, it'd be comfort food. And like comfort food, not everyone wants it every night. But when they do, it hits the spot. Let's be real. Late night ratings have been tanking for years. Viewers are streaming, scrolling, or binging cooking videos instead of tuning into TV at 11:30 p.m. So Fallon pulling his biggest audience in 2 years is like finding Wi-Fi in the middle of the desert. It proves that one episode, one guest choice can still break through the noise. Now the question is, does Fallon double down on this strategy? Does he bring in more polarizing figures for a quick spike? Imagine an episode with Elon Musk, Martha Stewart, and, I don't know, a viral TikTok raccoon. Tell me you wouldn't watch that. In the end, this is about more than just Jimmy Fallon, Greg Gutfeld, or the Jonas Brothers. It's about what late-night TV even is in 2025. It's not about consistent viewership anymore. It's about moments, clips that get shared, guest choices that spark debates on X. One segment that turns into a week-long trending topic. Fallon may not have meant to stir the pot, but whether you loved it or hated it, he got us talking. And in the late-night world, that's the real win. So, moral of the story, if you're a late-night host struggling for ratings, just book someone polarizing, give them the friendliest interview of their life, and let the internet explode. Jimmy Fallon didn't reinvent the wheel. He just covered it in glitter and rolled it into a minefield. Will this be the start of Fallon 2.0, the edgier era, or will he go back to playing charades with Ryan Reynolds? Either way, we'll be watching, mostly for the chaos. Thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Should Fallon keep booking controversial guests or stick to making celebrities sing like Adele? Until next time, stay caffeinated, stay sarcastic, and don't trend for the wrong reasons.